This video is scripted and edited and written by Nehor Dash. This video is scripted and edited and written by Nehor Dash. Explore the 15 famous temples of Odisha, which is written by Nehor Dash for public domain purpose only. Odisha is a state in India that is known for its esoteric and ancient temples. If you are in Odisha, you must visit the ancient famous temples of Odisha and explore the magnificent architecture. Tourists from all over the world visit the state to explore the great sculptures and architecture of the temples in Odisha. The excellent artistic work on the temple's walls and the striking architecture is worth a glimpse. From the walls of the temples in Odisha, you can know about the culture, history, religious and artistic works of peoples of Odisha. You can also know about some of the mythological fascinating tales from the temples and their walls. So, if you are someone who loves to explore more about the temples of Odisha, then do read the following array of the article and know about some of the famous temples of Odisha. So here is our list written by Nehor Dash for public domain purpose only. 1. Jagannath Temple in Puri. 1. Jagannath Temple in Puri. 1. Jagannath Temple in Puri. Jagannath Temple in Puri is one of the charmed pilgrimage spots for Hindu devotees of India. Lord Jagannath Temple is located in Puri, that is a coastal town of Odisha. This temple was built in the 12th century. The presiding deities of this temple are Lord Jagannath, Lord Balabhadra, and Goddess Subhadra. Lord Jagannath is known to be one of the forms of Lord Vishnu. Jagannath Temple in Puri. Explore the famous temple of Odisha. Image source: Rath Yatra is the famous chariot festival that is the most prominent in the state of Odisha. The Jagannath Temple in Puri is renowned for its annual Rath Yatra, when the three main deities of the temple are decorated in 3 temple carts. The temple is always open from morning 5 a.m. till night 11 p.m. Some of the nearest attractions of the temple are Puri Beach, Narendra Sarovar, Chilika Wildlife Sanctuary, and Sudarshan Craft Museum. 2. Konaksun Temple. Konark. 2. Konaksun Temple. Konark. 2. Konaksun Temple. Konaksun Temple is located in Konark town of Odisha. This beautiful sun temple was built in the 13th century around 1250. The temple is shaped like a gigantic chariot that is elaborately carved with stone wheels, pillars, and walls. The major parts of the temple are now ruined. Still, the temple looks amazing. The temple is dedicated to the sun god, Lord Surya. The wheels of the temple are sundials and can be used to calculate time. The Konaksun Temple is built of black granite, and thus it is also known as the Black Pagoda. The temple is known for its exquisite architecture and stone carvings. It is one of the most crowded temples of Odisha. There is a daily light and sound show for tourists in the temple, which begins at 7 p.m. and ends at 8 p.m. The Konaksun Temple opens at 6:00 a.m. in the morning and closes at 8 p.m. in the night. The best time to visit the temple would be between 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. and see the light and sound show. 3. Maa Tarini Temple, near Brahmara. 3. Maa Tarini Temple, near Brahmara. 3. Maa Tarini Temple, near Brahmara. Maa Tarini Temple near the Brahmara city in Odisha, is one of the oldest pilgrimage centers of the Taranai goddesses in the state. This is one of the major Shaktipeethas in India. The temple is situated on the Kumari hills at the bank of Rushakulai River, near Brahmara in the Ganjam district of Odisha. It is believed that the breasts of Sati Devis were fallen in the temple, and the shrine is referred to as Maa Tara Devi Chaitra Jatra. All Mela is the most widely celebrated festival in the Maa Tarini Temple. This temple is very important for Hindu devotees, as it is believed that all wishes are fulfilled by the Devi goddesses when prayed wholeheartedly. The temple remains open from 5 a.m. to 12:35 p.m., then from 2:15 p.m. to 9:45 p.m. in the night, though timings might vary in the night. Some of the nearest attractions include the Gopalpur Beach, Jairanga Monastery, etc. 4. Ram Mandir. Ubainsburg. 4. Ram Mandir. Ubainsburg. 4. Ram Mandir. Ubainsburg. Ram Mandir is a temple complex in the heart of Ubainsburg city in Odisha. It houses idols of Lord Rama, Goddess Sita, and Lord Lakshman. This temple has also shrines dedicated to Lord Shiva, Lord Hanuman, and many other gods and goddesses. Ramnavami, Dussehra, Vivaha Panchami, Shivaratri, and Pana Sankranti are some of the Hindu festivals which are celebrated grandly in Ram Mandir. This temple holds an annual fair on the festival of Raksha Bandar, and many people come to see this fair here. Ram Mandir, Ubainsburg image source. The timings of the temple might vary on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. However, the usual timings of the temple for other days of the week are from 6 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. One of the highlighting features of Ram Mandir is that a special arati is being offered in the morning and evening every day. The best time to visit the temple is during Ram Navami, Janmashtami, Dussehra, or Shivratri. Some of the nearest attractions are Iskon Temple, Odisha Modern Art Gallery, Museum of Tribal Arts and Artifacts, Udayagiri Caves, Nandankanan Zoological Park, and many more. 5 Lingaraj Temple, Ubainsburg. 5 Lingaraj Temple, Ubainsburg. 5 Lingaraj Temple, Ubainsburg. Lingaraj Temple is one of the oldest temples in the state of Odisha. It is located in Ubainsburg, and it is a Hindu temple that is dedicated to Lord Harihara, or an incarnation of Lord Shiva. Lingaraj Temple is built in Kalinga architectural style, and the temple construction includes 4 components, namely Vimana, Jagamana, Bogamandapa, and Natamandira. One of the unique features of the temple is that the lingam of the temple has been believed to be originated on its own. Thus, it is also known as Sayamu, and hence the deity of the temple is worshipped as both Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu. Here, there is the Bindujaga tank, and it is believed that the water from Bindujaga tank heals physical and spiritual illness, and thus pilgrims take a holy dip in the river during several festivals. Shivaratri and Ratha Yatra are the 2 main festivals celebrated in this temple grandly. The temple remains open every day from morning 5 a.m. till night 9:00 p.m. Some of the nearest attractions include Dhaulagiri Hills, Vaishnagiri Buddhist excavation, Ekamra Heritage Walls, and Ashokan Rock Edict. 6 Ubainsburg Temple, Cuttack. 6 Ubainsburg Temple, Cuttack. 6 Ubainsburg Temple, Cuttack. Another famous temple of Odisha is the Ubainsburg Temple in Cuttack. It is one of the oldest temples in Odisha. This temple is located at a distance of 37 kilometers away from Cuttack, on the beautiful island of Ubainsburg. It is dedicated to Lord Shiva. Ubainsburg Temple of Cuttack is located at the banks of Mahanadi River, and it has stone carvings that date back to the 10th and the 11th century. The main festivals celebrated in this temple are Shivaratri, Dola Purnima, Kartika Purnima, Pasha Purnima, and a fair on the Shukla Paksh or Chaturdashi. The temple remains open from morning 5 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Some of the nearest attractions are Nandankanan Zoological Park, Odisha Maritime Museum, Berabati Fort, and Cuttack Deer Park. 7 Mcteshwa Temple, Ubainsburg. 7 Mcteshwa Temple, Ubainsburg. 7 Mcteshwa Temple, Ubainsburg. Ubainsburg also houses another famous temple in it, named Mcteshwa Temple. This is a Hindu temple that was built in the 10th century. Mcteshwa Temple is dedicated to Lord Shiva and Mcteshwara, which translates to God of Freedom. The outer walls of the complex have niches of Hindu goddesses and gods, such as Lord Ganesha, Goddess Saraswati, and Lakalisha. Mcteshwa Dance Festival is a 3-day yearly dance festival that is organized every year within the temple premises. Mcteshwa Temple is situated at 35 meters height, which is why it is known to be an important landmark in the history and architecture of temples in Odisha. The temple's interiors are carved with fine sculptures and architectural works. Although Mcteshwa Temple is a small one, many devotees visit Mcteshwara Temple daily. Some of the nearest attractions are Lingaraj Temple, Ekamara Heritage Walls, Dhaulagiri Hills, etc. 8 Gundicha Temple, Puri. 8 Gundicha Temple, Puri. 8 Gundicha Temple, Purigundicha Temple is in Puri. This is also one of the most famous temples of Odisha. The temple remains vacant the whole year. However, during Rath Yatra in Puri, the Gundicha Temple is the significant destination. The temple has images of deities, Lord Jagannath, Balabhadra, and Devi Subhadra throughout the 9 days of the famous chariot festival. Gundicha Temple of Puri is known as the Garden House of Jagannath. The temple is built in Kalinga-style architecture and is made of light-colored grey sandstone. The beautiful and huge garden is the primary attraction of the temple and is spread all around the temple. This is the reason why Gundicha Temple is also known as the Garden House of Jagannath. The temple opens every day from morning 6 a.m. till night 10 p.m. The best time to visit the temple is during the 9-day chariot festival or Rath Yatra. The nearest attraction includes Puri Beach, Jagannath Temple, Brahmara Temple, and Chalika Wildlife Sanctuary. 9 Brahmeswara Temple, Ubainsburg. 9 Brahmeswara Temple, Ubainsburg. 9 Brahmeswara Temple, Ubainsburg. Brahmeswara Temple is in Ubainsburg and is one of the oldest temples in the state. The temple is dedicated to Lord Shiva. It was constructed long back in the 9th century. Brahmeswara Temple was established during the Somvanshi dynasty. The temple has great historical and architectural significance and it is a must-visit temple for you if you love mythology and history. The temple is carved out of a single stone and it is quite famous for its architectural marvel. This temple is built in the Lingayat architectural style and the architecture of the temple is somewhat similar to the Mcteshwa Temple. Brahmeswara Temple is built in the pyramidal style and it has several alluring carvings on its exterior and interior walls. The temple has banquets and dance halls, which are designed beautifully. It remains open from morning 5 a.m. till night 9 p.m. 10 Cuttack Chandi, Cuttack. 10 Cuttack Chandi, Cuttack. 10 Cuttack Chandi, Cuttack. One of the most famous temples of Odisha is the Cuttack Chandi Temple in Cuttack. The temple lies on the serene banks of Maa Tarini and is one of the oldest temples in the state. The origin of this temple is based on various tales, which are quite interesting. The temple is flocked by around 20 lakh visitors every year. A special sweet named the Chandi Pog is made every day in the temple. The temple's timings are 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. and then from 4 p.m. to 10 o'clock p.m. The Durga Puja festival is celebrated grandly in the temple. The celebration begins from Ashwina Krishna Ashtami and continues till Ashwina Shukla Navami and Vijayadashami. 11 Pasurameswar Temple, Ubainsburg. 11 Pasurameswar Temple, Ubainsburg. 11 Pasurameswar Temple, Ubainsburg. Pasurameswar Temple is an old temple that is in Ubainsburg. It was built in 650 AD and is dedicated to Lord Shiva. The walls of the temples have multiple intricate designs that have been carved beautifully. There are also carvings of 8 planets from the Vedic astrology, excludes Ketu. Pasurameswar Temple has Saptamatrikas, and depicted in the form of the goddesses. It is believed that this place is the one where Parshurama or an avatar of Lord Vishnu punished himself and go penance from Shiva god. This temple has a tower and Vimana as a part of its structures, which almost look like most of the South Indian temples. This is the first temple that has a hall for devotees or worshippers. The huge worship hall is known as Jagan Mohan, and it is one of its kind. One can find wonderfully carved motifs with intricate details on various walls of the Pasurameswar Temple. The temple remains open from morning 5 a.m. till evening 6 p.m. 12 Rajarani Temple, Ubainsburg. 12 Rajarani Temple, Ubainsburg. 12 Rajarani Temple, Ubainsburg. This temple is referred to as the Love Temple by the locals in Ubainsburg. The temple derives its local name from the erotic carvings of couples within the temple premises. Rajarani Temple is classified as Saivite based on the niches, however, in particular, it is not dedicated to any goddess or god. This was built sometime long back around the 11th and 12th centuries. Every year, a 3-day-long Rajarani music festival is organized by the temple within the complex. This music festival primarily focuses on classical, Carnatic, Hindustani, and Odissi music. Rajarani Temple remains open every day from 6:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. The best time to visit the temple is during the Rajarani festival that lasts for 3 days. Some of the nearest attractions are Iskon Temple, Dhaulagiri Shanti Stupa, Udayagiri Caves, and many more. 13 Maa Tarini Temple, Cuttack, Kionja. 13 Maa Tarini Temple, Cuttack, Kionja. 13 Maa Tarini Temple, Cuttack, Kionja. Ramaya Tarini Temple in Cuttack, Kionja, Odisha is one of the Shakti and Tantra Peethas or shrines in the state. Maa Tarini is always depicted as a red-faced goddess with 2 big eyes and a mark in the middle, which serves as an indication for a nose and a tilak. Taranai Maa is the force of light. This is a holy spot in Odisha, and the people of Odisha believe that their wishes come true when they come here and ask for their wishes with whole heart. Bairanchai Narayan Temple, Bhadrak. 14 Bairanchai Narayan Temple, Bhadrak. 14 Bairanchai Narayan Temple, Bhadrak. One of the famous temples of Odisha is the Bairanchai Narayan Temple of Bhadrak district in Odisha, which is located at a distance of 17 kilometers from Bhadrak. This temple is the only ancient Lord Brahma temple in the world. This temple draws many devotees who are enchanted with the divine sanctity and peace of the place. It was built in the 18th century. 15 Guptiswa Temple, Jaipur, Koraput. 15 Guptiswa Temple, Jaipur, Koraput. 15 Guptiswa Temple, Jaipur, Koraput. Lord Guptaswa means hidden God. The Guptiswa Temple is a cave shrine that is dedicated to Lord Shiva. This temple is located in the Jaipur town of Koraput district in Odisha. In this temple, the Shiva Lingam is 2 m high. It is known as Guptiswa or hidden God since it was remaining hidden for a long time. The Guptiswa temple cave is sacred and is extremely famous in Odisha as a great tourist spot. Many devotees come here during the festivals of Lord Shiva, especially on Shivaratri. The cave shrine offers a splendid view and many people love to come here to watch the beautiful sight here. The Guptiswa temple is located 58 kilometers away from Jaipur town. Guptiswa is surrounded by deep forest. So, it would be an interesting trip if you are a nature lover.